cheating, eh? Yeah, we are cheating everywhere. In every field, not just education. Yeah, and anything you try to correct here will not correct anything. The whole country should change its mindset. Because people are cheating, even in the church. People are cheating. Yeah, so trying to solve it here is a shortcut measure. Yeah, you are actually just, how do you say, treating the symptom. Yeah, the disease is just lack of trustworthiness in not just students, everybody.
According to an article written by The Star, a Kenyan local newspaper dated July 17, 2018, cheating in education systems is not new. Its prevalence has risen significantly over the past 30 years.
Sophocles, a Greek scholar, said, "I'd rather fail with honor than win by cheating." Pause and think about it. Would you? Because with the data that inspired this documentary, most Kenyan scholars from this generation won't.
The Ministry of Education has given priority to primary and secondary schools when it comes to the fight against exam cheating. During the 2017 KCPE and KCSE exams, the former Education Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, started the war against these menace.
We would like to get to a situation where no one questions the integrity of our tests and measurement system as a country. Any school where there is an examination malpractice, even if it involves one candidate, the head teacher leaves. Anapotea. That is it. Because it's embarrassing. I said this before. Examination cheating is the lowest form of intellectual dishonesty.
Fresh graduates from high school and other students find themselves engaging in exam cheating. We spoke to some who said it was not because they want to cheat, but because of the culture they find in the university. Cheating in tertiary institutions is mainly fueled by the lack of confidence during examinations due to unpreparedness.
I'm a fourth year. I'm taking communication and public relations. To some length, yes, slightly. Wow. It was actually a French exam and I didn't really know much about French. I cheated, but I don't feel proud of it. But normally I don't like cheating.
Fourth year in IS taking PR. It's okay if you wanna cheat, just cheat. Yeah.
Have you ever cheated in an exam?
Which was an instance was it like
What about you? Either it can be a casual exam, the main exam. You are. And what about you? Just one?
Yes, I am.
And
I never say no or yes. I think yes.
so we can all agree that most of us in universities are in one way or another stolen exams or got yourself to exam cheating. And do you regret it, husband, cheating in exams?
No.
You don't?
I don't get it because at the end of the day I got the marks that I didn't want after cheating.
And what about you? Do you regret it?
I regret some of the exams that I cheated.
And if what made you cheat in exams?
Okay, what I can say is there are some courses that we were taught in first year. It was a first year course, but we were taught, I think, in third year. And I can say it was a very serious course. And even the first and our classes, we were not attending classes that much. So I had to write a Muganda so that I could confirm. I was not necessarily copying. I was just confirming that to see if we're on the right track.
So you'd rather steal exams than fail them?
Not necessarily, but yes, I'd rather steal exam than fail them.
Okay, let's switch to a lady guest. What ways have you ever involved yourself in cheating? Because I've heard him talk about Kenya.
I just look at a friend's paper.
Look at a friend's paper. Only that.
Yeah, only that.
Munene.
Yeah. Okay, cheating for me. I've used all sorts of techniques. The phone in Kenya. Confirm from another friend. Yeah. I'm an expert at it.
Dr. Austin Owino, the examinations coordinator in the School of Information Science, gave us the reasons why students cheat in exams.
Students cheat is just because they have been cheating. Yeah, all probably from nursery school up to by the time they reach the university, they are already cheats. Yeah. So I think when they arrive here, they are already cheating. It's not that they begin here. Some come into exam rooms with unauthorized materials, like phones and small papers with some writings. And some just have prior knowledge of the exam. Where they get them, we can't find. Sometimes one lecturer is invigilating a group of, those could even be 1,000 students seated in that room. Yeah, so even here, sometimes we schedule exam rooms to be with, say, 2 invigilators, but you find one hasn't reported. So that is also possible.
In an institution whereby rules are put in place to curb exam cheating, how then are students able to cheat? Before we answer this question, we are going to give you some of the rules that are clearly spelled out in the Moi University Constitution and exam booklets to prevent cheating. They include prohibiting materials like mobile phones, notes, or small written pieces of paper, popularly known as Mwakenyas, in exam rooms. Secondly, not discussing with fellow students during examinations and not displaying your answer booklet with the aim to help out a fellow examinee. With laxity of the invigilators, students tend to exploit these loopholes and cheat. Most students we interviewed confessed of entering the examinations rooms with smartphones, notes on pieces of paper, desks, or priorly written points on their skin. Some students use bathroom breaks as an excuse to access illegalized items like notes and phones.
If you cheat in exams, that means you have been cheating all along. You are not confident of sitting the exam. You don't feel you are able to, perform well in the exam. So you want to cheat to get it. So you will not be really qualified. If you are not confident of yourself, you're not really even qualified to perform in the job market. One of the things that you can see a student, performance of a student is even writing skills may not be good, communication skills may not be good, so you really doubt the secondary school level performance.
And have you ever caught any students cheating?
Oh yes, I have. Yes, I have. Oh, I have reported to the university management for their action to take. Some instances there are loopholes in invigilation, but some of them, a good number of cheating come out of, is connected with the exam office, management of records, of documents in the exam office. Potentially also, maybe some lecturers could be more relaxed in terms of managing their records.
Have you ever been caught cheating by an invigilator?
So far, so good. I haven't. I've been playing well, playing safe. I haven't got it.
And have you ever witnessed an invigilator offender? And what did they do what were the repercussions?
Their papers were torn, but they were given another paper.
And what about you? Have you ever been caught?
Okay, I haven't. There was just one instance I almost got caught. I was using my phone, and unfortunately I lost gun, the invigilator. So the time that he got to my place, I just switched on the phone. He couldn't get the information that I was accessing. Yeah.
Muguro, do you know the repercussions of cheating in campus?
Yeah, you could be expelled from the university. Yeah, there are 1,000 days issue. Or you could be told to repeat the course. There are such things.
However, unbelievable as it may seem, there are students who have never cheated in an exam. We interviewed random students concerning the matter.
No, I've never done that. I still don't steal in takeaways because I believe we should have integrity in everything we do. I think it's wrong because you don't get to really evaluate yourself. And then in a situation where all you do is steal, then at what point do you know I can be able to do some of these things without any assistance from my friends, without any assistance from maybe all the work that I've done? Like, how can I gauge myself? How can I gauge my memory? Am I really good at what I'm doing? Will I be able to do very well when I go out there? So I really don't believe it's a good thing to steal exams. Yeah. I think fear is the number one reason, and no one likes to fail. I personally don't like to fail, but you always have to be prepared. So for those who do some of those things during exam time, I think fear drives that most of the time. Yeah. There are those, I know for chicks that there are some who write stuff on their thighs because the lecturer can't go to where they sit and then tell them to pull up their skirts or anything like that. There are those who hide those Kenyans or papers under their seats, and then they pull them out when the lecturer isn't looking. So that's my general knowledge about how they do it. Yeah. I think when you start cheating, it's something you carry with you wherever you go. And for example, in a work-based situation, like if you are expected to deliver something specific, because you have already conditioned your mind that I can't be able to do this, you don't have enough confidence, so you will always find shortcuts to do some very important tasks, and this will hamper your growth, this will hamper a chance for you to grow your career, and that can be very dangerous and toxic for you as a person. So, and then also don't forget that we're also in relationships with different people. If I can't trust you and I know you can't deliver some things, then why would I need to give you something else to do for me? So like, it just generally spoils your character as a person, not only in campus but even out there.
The head of Department, Publishing and Media Studies in the School of Information Sciences, Mr. K.S. Buigut, had this to say when we asked him what could be done to curb exam cheating.
I know more of this School of Information Sciences, and I think it's one of the best schools in terms of managing, cheating. I think it's more strict in the School of Information Sciences than maybe many other schools. Well, the key thing is really enforcing regulations. We have regulations on all these things. What is required is to enforce them. You don't have to wait until you get Michuki to come or Matiangi to come. Enforce it, because the regulations are there at the university. All the universities, all the tertiary institutions are governed by regulations, governing management of exams and academic cheating. So it's up to the universities to enforce and see that they are fully enforced. You have to have both the knowledge and skills. You can't work in a work environment if you don't have knowledge or don't have the skills. They really should guide you. And they are your best tools in the work environment.
And so a change in curriculum won't save this?
It should not. You should have all, balance, both practical and theoretical. You have to. But it depends on the program being taught.
Okay. The education system has gone down, yeah? Yeah, so maybe the people cheating will be worse, but generally getting students who are competent is not easy. Yeah. Out of 100 you get just a small percentage who are really good.
The reasons for cheating are expansive. Some students blamed lecturers while others blamed the curriculum itself.
Well, I've ever cheated. We've all fallen short of the glory of God, and the reasons why students cheat in exams is because lecturers don't adequately prepare them for the examination, so they have to look for means and ways of complementing what they already know. Yeah. And this they do best during exams. Well, it's a good thing not to cheat in campus because universities are a citadel of knowledge, and exams are just but a way of testing the knowledge that you've retained. So for them, if they can't cheat or they don't want to cheat, that's well, I can say that a change in curriculum will not change much, because right now we have a culture in our university where students are lethargic, in the sense that they don't see the need of actually taking the academics seriously. So whether you change the system or not, the monkeys will still remain the same in the forest. Well, I can say that there's a distinction between industry and academics, in the sense that there's no correlation whatsoever between what is taught in campus and what is practiced out there. However, I will say that for professional courses like medicine, engineering, what you're taught in school is very relevant out there. But assuming somebody studies education in campus and he or she is passionate about becoming an accountant, I mean, there's no correlation between education and accounting. So I don't think it will have so much bearing in terms of somebody's professional development out there.
With the information we collected, my team and I came up with the solutions to control or curb the cheating cancer. The university, with the help of the student governing board, should run campaigns to encourage students to attend more classes. The lecturers should also attend more classes and be more available for their students. The 2012 Jiaminie campaign by Moi University Student Organization Board encouraged students to believe themselves and prepare for exams beforehand. More campaigns of such nature will help save the situation. The university should train invigilators and practice strictness during conduction of examinations. Cheating won't vanish overnight. It will take time, but it will be worth it, because the effects of examinations integrity are felt by the society at large. Employers will require the graduates to practice what they passed on paper.